Alright. I'm tired of waiting. So let's go. Another day in the texture mines for me. I'm trapped in the texture mines with no way out, except to make more textures. Yesterday, off stream, I made more textures. Look at that. Now the drinks are finally done. And then what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to finish all the food, because it's not going to be that much work. We got basically like 3 textures, or like 2 textures here, because I've basically been going through and like just lowering the priority of work that I think, like, anything that isn't absolutely necessary to just make some textures here. Because yeah, I put more work than necessary, I suspect, into all of the different kinds of food. There's so many different textures here. But okay, without further ado, let's get Blender, let's get Krita open. We're gonna start making some dang textures. Let's see, where's my stuff? Blender opens faster than Krita. Krita is the world's slowest program. It's probably going to open up while I'm doing something here. Oh wait, no, we don't need this. We need building. Nice of you to join us, Krita. Better late than never, I suppose. It's weird because it's pretty fast on Linux. Oh yeah, also, in a twist of fate, this thing didn't have dark mode on Windows for like a year, and now, due to a Linux update that I don't understand, it no longer has dark mode on Linux. How the tables have turned. I mean, I wouldn't count on anything working on Windows for very long, to be honest, just from like past experience. They're quite good at making things that don't work over at Microsoft. And for full disclosure, I am a Microsoft employee, though. Or no, I'm a former Microsoft employee. Now I can badmouth them all I want. I mean, I'm pretty sure I still badmouthed Microsoft when I was working there. I mean, not the people who work on Teams. I liked my team at Microsoft, but I don't think there's a Microsoft product I like. Maybe like TypeScript. C#. C# and TypeScript. They can make some good programming languages. Anything else is kind of a nightmare. And I assume it's because programming languages, like, you don't have share metrics. You don't have KPIs to increase the number of people sharing, like, C#. You know what I mean? That's kind of why a lot of, like, big applications for big software companies get really annoying about, like, things like sharing and stuff, because it's like, there's a correlation between sharing and, like, using an application and spending money on it and stuff like that. And so they're like, well, that means that we need to increase the number of people sharing the thing, because that means that they're going to spend more money. And I'm sure they've actually tested to see if the correlation is actually causative, but, like, metrics-driven development leads you to dark places, I'd say. But okay, that looks like a good texture. Speaking of dark places, we need to get back into making textures. So I'm going to make one ice cream thing. See, this is God's work. This is honest work. A hard day's work. I'm basically a farmer. I'm just planting textures and watching them grow with my own 2 hands. But okay, what do I need? Let's see, this is going to go to decor, food. I'm going to call this frozen box. Let's see. And I guess like a lot of things, this will eventually be reused. Hang on, I'm going to lower the music volume a bit, because this song's a bit intense. Or this album in overall is a bit intense. But okay, what do I want as my frozen... Why did it not save? I keep pressing Shift-Control-E to export instead of Shift-Control-S. Oh wait, it's not even supposed to be a PNG. But yeah, so my goal today, get all the food done, and then probably do something other than textures if I have time. What am I looking for? Frozen box. So yeah, what is something funny that I can do here? Now, well, let's get my classic grunge in here first. Eventually, as I said before, I really do need to make a... I tried writing a script, but Krita has a terrible scripting API. I think I mentioned this a few days ago, where, like, it feels like every... any time an application has a scripting language or scripting integration with Python, it's like the worst scripting you've ever seen in an application. It's a terrible API. Like, because I could not create a layer and then just get a reference to the layer I created. You have to get the name of the layer, which is an issue because if I create a bunch of layers, or if I did this, you don't know what the name of the layer is from just creating it. You have to look at it with your eyes and see what layer was made. Which is an issue because the programming language does not have eyes. But okay, grunge. So, they should be... Let's see, which one is which? So, these two wide ones... I think this would be the front of the box. Back of the box. And, you know, basically we just designate one of these to be the front. Like, this is the front of the box, naturally, because that'd be the same one here. Oh, it wouldn't be. Hang on. I have a good idea. There we go. Front of the box. And that way we can see all 6 sides of it. Okay. Drumsticks. No, what else? Because I'm thinking drumsticks, but they're literally drumsticks. Is that anything? Look up some ice cream. Box. Because I'm thinking ice cream cone box. What would ice cream treats? What does this get us? Okay, this is basically... They got the gist of it. They knew what I was talking about. So I'm thinking, what is a funny version of this? What if it's just little ice cream trucks? Why are there so many little ice cream trucks? Oh, I see. Oh, that's fun. You get candy in the ice cream truck. Oh, it's because I said box. Okay. I'm thinking a caveman. I'm like doing like brain associations. Frozen things. Things you shouldn't thaw. Like an evil spirit that's trapped in ice. What would that be? What if I just have him... Just have, like, a caveman? Like, it's not even, like... It doesn't even have, like, a logo or, like, text or anything. It's just a caveman. Kind of weird to start with drawing from... Like, I started drawing from the nose. Is this even going to be, like, identifiable? This feels like it's just a dude. What's the difference between him... I see. Maybe this. Like, the lips move forward more. In sort of a... You know, like in profile. If this were the nose, you'd have lips like that. And you emulate that. There we go. Now he's a more simian fellow. Actually, I think this should probably be on the other side of the box, and then we have, like, a little guy encased in ice on the front. Perfect. And now I need to do, probably colors, I'm assuming. Okay, so what's our hair? Dark? Probably thereabouts. That's good enough. That didn't quite work. Oh, because we need that. Okay. And also, I'm going to grab this whole thing. Boom. Oh, wait. Yeah, that seems about right. And you know what? Let's put the label, like the barcode, is just on his face. What have they done to this poor man? They shrunk him and turned him into ice cream treats. There we go. So how do we make a funny ice cream man? I want him to be like hands up, caveman, like Scooby-Doo the caveman. What if he's like neck forward, big chin, big arms. Hmm. And he skipped leg day, so he has little itty bitty legs. Okay, we need blue now. Hmm. You know, I feel like it's a little hard to understand what this is meant to be. Ah, well. Why not have a few things that are incomprehensible? What should this be called? Like a mansicle? I think I want all of this over this way. Oh wait, hang on. Man sickle. Actually. And that feels about right. I think that's better. How tall is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 pixels tall. Okay, yeah. How many of these are in a box? 12 or something? Then I don't know what they'd even call it like that. And actually, he needs a bit more hair. There we go. Okay. And admittedly, it's a little too early for me to be thinking about next projects, but that is what I'm thinking about. Because basically, this music is kind of making me think, I want a game where this music feels thematically appropriate. Because I feel like there's a lot of music where there's not really any games that, like, capture the vibe of it. Because, yeah, games are kind of still, like, a very fledgling media, I'd say. Because, yeah, there's still a lot of things where you just can't really capture it with, or I guess just a lot of things that people haven't attempted to capture with games, or haven't successfully captured with games. I mean, even videos about games can oftentimes have better storytelling than I feel like is possible from the gameplay itself. Alright. Yeah, that looks right. And you know what? I have a great idea. Amazing. Actually, we might even just put one of these here. How bold, how innovative. And I think the other side will have our, like, ingredients and stuff. Alright, that's our ingredients, that's our nutrition. Perfect. I want another caveman. I want another sad caveman. Alright, so that's just the same as this, so let's say paint. And then caveman. Actually, I'm kind of all of this can just go in here. And I think my other game, or my next game will probably also be 2D. I have a fun idea for basically a visual effect in 2D that I stole from somebody else. But I'll see how well it works, because it's a very complicated visual effect. It's basically a colorize filter. So, actually, I'll just kind of show it off, just because might as well. If we go to hue, saturation, illumination, color, and then if I did, for example, this. Oh, that didn't quite work. I wanted to have the color layer. So something like the color layer here, it has, it still has black and white, but then everything else is shifted so it has the same hue. And it's a very interesting effect, and someone was frustrated that video games don't really have that built into, like, as an effect shader. You typically have to, like, write your own screen space shader, and it's kind of complicated. And then I was like, what if you had that effect, but then you, like, blended it with other effects, like, you know, you have one channel is your color, because you can just make a black and white image and then have it be any color you want. And then the other channels do other things, like you add another color or multiply by this different color and things like that. So yeah, eventually I'll show it off. Because that would be something where, like, I could just make, like, a 45-minute 2D platformer or something. And just have kind of a cool-looking visual effect, and that's, like, the gimmick of the game. Because, yeah, I'm tired of games that take me, like, 11 months to make. I'm pretty sure this game could very well take over a year from when it started, because it started development in May of last year. As you might imagine, it did not start of May this year. We need, like, hair. How do we make hair on a guy? I think we do like this. Basically darker than the skin, but like... That feels okay. That's not quite what I want. I want more concern. Why does he look sad, but he looks mad? I think because we need, Oh, I know what it is. There we go. The top of the eye being masked makes him look angry. Okay, let's move this. Probably there. There we go. See, that's the caveman. And then, what do we even have on the other side? I'm just gonna have this again. Very brave, I know. And you know what? Let's have, this caveman. Or let's have this. Oh, wait, what the heck did I just do? I, like, moved... Oh, I moved the whole thing. Okay. There we go. Now he's alarmed. Okay, well that seems just about good. Admittedly, having my one frozen box be a joke... Eh, well. I won't lose sleep over it. Maybe someday I'll make a different material, though. Let's see, so we need our, probably frozen box. Oh, are they all tied together? Okay, well, I don't know when I did that, but that's good. Wait, why is this not, Oh, okay, it is here. Okay, food. There. Uh, okay. No, I think we need, Oh, we need to flip around our caveman. Well, actually, what if I just... Hang on. I want it to be that the boxes are the same size. Okay, I want it to be at a fun angle. So that way you can see the caveman and the thing from outside. Very important. There we go. Okay, last one. TV dinner. So are these a collection? I think they are. Hopefully frozen box. Eventually I'll save it as a thing. Okay, TV dinner. I feel like I would get more if I go this way. Yeah, I think Blender was just wrong on that one. So yeah, we put this up here. I think if I split these apart, move this one here. We can't get much better than that without just like changing the size of things, which, I'll keep these the same size. We don't got a lot of pixels to work with after all. But okay. Eventually I need to get like one of those things to put under my desk for my keyboard, because yeah, it's annoying to like constantly have to move it to get my tablet in a good position. Okay, let's see. I've already forgotten what I'm looking for. TV dinner. That's what I need. Oh wait, before we actually do that, I should make sure that everything's like adjusted correctly. Okay, top. Top. Okay, so it looks like that's gonna be correct. And then... So that's top on that one. Oh, hang on. Make sure this works. So this is the bottom of that one. Good. Top. Bottom. I just realized I could just do this. Why did I not think to do that? Oh well. Yeah, look at how much more space we got. That's crazy. We got a whole TV dinner to work with. Okay, food. Oh, create a document. Okay, for this one, I'm not going to do anything too crazy. We need some normal food, so I'm going to do like a Salisbury steak. Everybody's going to eat Salisbury steak. Okay, we need to look up what a Salisbury steak. I'm thinking dark blue. For some reason, a dark blue speaks to me as like the color of Salisbury steak TV dinner. Or maybe a dark red. Box. Of course, we're only going to get, like, vintage ones, because it's, like, not exciting to see. Okay. So dark red seems to be the typical one, but we do get the Hungry Man. That's what I was thinking of. And Swanson. Okay, let's keep that in mind as we make our masterpiece. Wait, which one's the front again? The top one? Yeah, the top one. We need what have you? Text of some sort. I'm thinking a blue with a orange with a red outline. Yeah, that feels good enough. Salisbury steak. Do I want to do anything better with this? Not really. Okay, I'm thinking a red. No, I think white makes more sense here. A white outline, it's boring, but it's just it's just a good choice. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Yeah. Okay, adjust. Okay. So now we need some sort of window, perhaps, in which to see our delicious steak. So I think have this like that. And then what we can have is like, what color is a Salisbury steak? Brown? Some sort of brown, I'm assuming? How do we get the grill marks in here? Classic, look at that. That's meat. That's a food that you could eat right now. Then we'll have some gravy. Just some glistening on it. Some vague glistening. And then corn. Actually, I think we just have like a yellow smear. And then we put just like lighter colors on top of it. Like, does this read as corn? Eh, it probably reads as corn. And also, I think I need... What else do I need? What is this on? A bed of potatoes, okay. That seems good. That makes sense to me. We'll just make our potatoes here. Yeah, let's make it a little more this color. Okay. Wait. Oh, I see. This doesn't have that. We need our alpha respectors. Okay. Does that feel like anything? It feels good enough to me. And then what we do is we'd have like a little label or something like right here. Like, how big is a Salisbury steak? Yeah, I don't care. I'll just put like a thing here, like just like has a little label. Oh wait, hang on. So I think here. Yeah, good enough. What if I just did this every time? This makes this so much faster. Look at that. Oh wait. Though now it's a lot worse. Eh. Yeah, that looks like a barcode vaguely. And I don't think anyone's going to miss having, like, extra stuff, so I'm just going to do a little picture of a Salisbury steak again. More potatoes and corn, and etc. Authentic grill marks from a real grill marking machine. Oh wait, I want... I'll keep this as it is. Well... Wait, I can just do whatever I want here. There we go. Okay, that seems fine. Oh, I see. Okay. Ta-da. And then what would we have down here? Some sort of text about how they have awesome food. Something down here. Boom. Okay. And there will be possibilities for more in the future if I can be bothered to do so. Let's see, so let's see where the TV dinners are. So we have them, we have one box, but the other box seems to be named something else. No, wait, hang on. Okay, it just wasn't showing up for no reason. Okay. Oh wait. There we are. Okay. Oh wait, no. Rename this to TV Dinner 1. Okay. Why did that... Whatever. Okay, it's been 51 minutes and I've done 2 textures. Okay. Freezer is finished. Wait, there's some TMP crap. Hang on. Oh, wait, no. Okay, good. Wait, what? I added a file. Did it disappear between the time that I did the thing and then added it? Hang on. LS challenge photos. Okay, it just disappeared between the time that I did the status and the time that I actually did the thing. Was there anything I want to do with the milk? Not really. Okay. Now we start on, I guess, beef jerky, so that way I can get that candy aisle done. Let's see. I think the beef jerky... Oh, wait, no. Food. Should be here, bag jerky. Well, obvious flaw here. Is there any way to fit... I mean, I guess if I did a 45-degree angle, I could fit more, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. There. Okay, so I think I want 3 flavors of beef jerky. Where is... There it is. Wait, let's also make sure these are the top. Okay, good. It does seem like this is the front. Well, actually, I don't know which one I'd make the front. I'm going to make this one the front, just for, you know, sensibility's sake. Project, environment, food. So I think our first one will be marshmallow jerky. Everybody's favorite. Let's see, layer style. Let's look at some beef jerky. Let's see, we need a fun... I like the names of these, like Old Trapper, Country Archer. Jack Links is nothing. Or it's neither here nor there. What's this one called? Oh, that's just Trader Joe. No Man's Land. I don't know what we'll call it. All natural marshmallow beef, or marshmallow jerky. I think that sounds fine. Or old natural. We need some proper, what have you. Text. Okay. Because we got space to work with on this one. I probably should have... I don't care. Oh, we don't have as much space to work with as I thought. Well... So with this one, I don't think this one's going to be small enough. Well, we could move this down to here. Old Naturals. No, I don't like that. Hang on. I need to like Alt-Tab like 6 times to make sure that it actually like stops messing up. Okay. Well, that's a shame. We have like too much space for me to like be boring, but not enough space for me to be interesting. I guess this does prevent any sort of licensing issues with font usage, though, since I'm not actually using the font. And we need 3. Can we even get a double-storied A in here? Oh, I guess we can. Wait, why don't we have a space here? What does that T look like? Do I prefer the double wide T? Yeah, that's fine. I think that feels right. Old Naturals, beef, jerky. I think the U looks bad. How would I make that look good? What do you do to look good? I do kind of like that. I don't like that, though. Okay. Old Naturals, beef, or marshmallow jerky. That's what this is supposed to be. So yeah, this logo will be the same for all of these different beef jerkies. What outline do we want, anyway? I think black... Red and black will be the funniest. So let's call this just like logo. We want some big, bubbly letters. Hmm. And there's no way... Yeah, there's not really any way to do this better. Unless I put everything at just a diagonal, which would completely mess up all of my lines. Oh. What am I listening to? It took me like 15 tries to get that text selected for some reason. But okay, now I think I can have... There we go. Marshmallow jerky. With the worst A that I've drawn so far. There we go. Okay, good enough. And now we can use the rest of our beautifully allotted spot for this. So I'm thinking very cute little smiling marshmallow. He needs big hands, skinny arms. There we go. See, this is what the kids want. And these are his legs. He has little stumpy legs, so he can't run away. We are going to eat him after all. Okay, what color is a marshmallow? Probably, I'm going to say about that color. I know what to do. Get a darker blue color, like that. How did this... Oh, because I didn't do the... Oh, okay. yeah. Because I had alpha preserving. Okay. Now what I can do is I can do a little bit of a, like, this color. And you know what? I don't like this color very much. Well, first of all, I think make the eyes a darker, almost, yeah, let's do darker blue. Then you can see the little smile. And actually, I like the idea of that being there. And then I think maybe a pinkish color for the rest of him. Is that anything? I feel like, good enough. And I should probably show on the other side what it would look like. So you'd have just like little strips of like the chewiest, gummiest sugar you can imagine. No, what color would I want? Probably a bluish pink hue. This feels about right for marshmallow. These have the wrinkly texture though. So you need to be able to see authentic jerky taste. And the player should know. That this is shit. Or that these are shadows, not like pink stripes. That seems about right. And I think I'll do the same. I'll just put some shadows on him so that way people understand. There we go. And I want him to have a little chin. There we go. Yeah. Actually. No, I don't like that. That's still good. Okay. Oh wait, no. That's not what I need. Filter, artistic. Right now. Okay. All right. Actually, I think that this one, it could be funny if there's like a really long ingredients list on this. Because I'm imagining basically like, for the other beef jerky, it's going to be like ingredients beef. Okay. This is what real text looks like. Then we got some like this, probably like a little trademark symbol right there. Probably in black right there. And that, and then we'll do like, I don't know, 12. Nah, I don't want to do that. We'll just have a little like random bit of text here or something. Okay. Okay, so our other jerky would probably be a red color. That seems like a jerky color. So yeah, the ingredients will be beef and jerk. Is there any hope? Yeah. There we go. Beef. And that's the ingredient. So we need, I'm gonna say, what would we want? Probably black? That makes sense. I'm gonna say a dark color. What do I want for that? That looks good. Beef jerky. In fact, we can probably get both on the same line. All right. And I'm thinking, have this in a slightly lighter color. Because I do like the... Oh, wait. There we go. Old Naturals beef jerky. It is very similar to the Jack Link's style. Hopefully they won't mind me stealing it. Oh, wait. My keyboard drives me insane. I've said it before, there's something wrong with the, what is it called? The driver for the keyboard itself. Because any keyboard I have, it'll occasionally just stick with the Alt key, and I'm pretty sure it's just, well, the Alt key, Shift key, Control key, any key really can sometimes stick. So I think it's just something to do with the USB reader or something. Probably the USB hub, if I'm being honest. It's like the crustiest part of this whole setup. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for decor, food. I want the milk carton, because I'm going to get just the cow logo I'm going to reuse. It's the same brand or something. Okay, then we need that delicious brown material. Hang on. What color is beef jerky? It's more red than brown. Yeah, I think like this color. Yeah, that's about right. You know, it looks a lot like licorice when you look at it. Okay, what's the color that we'd want for this? Probably like that. Probably less intense. Like there. Maybe even deeper red. And that feels about right. And we could probably get a little bit of like a glisten on here. I'd say probably still pretty red, I think. Yeah. Probably like right there, actually. Yeah, see, that's food. Okay. So that's jerky 2. And then I want karate jerky. What color would that be? Maybe a dark purple. Like that color. And it's going to be the exact same thing here. So I'm going to do maybe like a blue here. Yeah, what's our UV? Let's get actually... Hang on. Let's match the original shape. I actually liked that grayish color. Okay, Old Naturals beef jerky, karate flavor. Yeah, I'll just get that. And here we have 2 ingredients. We have beef and karate. How tall is this? 4 pixels tall. How do we make... Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay. Yeah, 2 ingredients. We got beef and karate. I like that. Alright, we need to go back to the original beef jerky. I want this to match. See, now the players know that it says ingredients with a colon. Okay. Hi, I'm doing well. How are you? What do I want here? I want, to match that, basically. There we go. That's what I wanted. Kind of. Okay, yeah, that is what I want. But it doesn't make any sense here, because we got a larger E. Karate. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see, some internet problems. Had a job interview today. Good luck with that. Okay, so we need, I'm gonna say a little guy in a gi doing a karate kick. See, probably about this pose. Yeah, so what are the keys of that pose? Probably foot going up to the air. Let's see. Yep, still in the store. So I'm gonna do... Where can the feet be? We're making kind of a triangle here, and then we'd have like a fist here. This hand would almost be on there, like that. Actually, be a bit further up, so I'm going to do that. That feels a bit closer. Okay, now we're getting there. Let's see, the whole game? Probably a couple more months. Not too long, though. Let's see, I want... Maybe... What would a blue belt look like? That feels okay. And then I want some, like, brown hair on this guy. Maybe like that. And then also we need... There we go. And I'm thinking that's good enough for that. Do we got a grunge? Okay, I guess it's just very subtle. How does that look with the marshmallow? That's fine. Yeah, I think because they get darker, it's harder to tell. But okay, beef jerky 3. So now we go back to here, we get this, save that. Possible to play or try out? Sometime soon, I think. But yeah, I think what I should do once I get the store done is... What should I do? Oh, I know what I should do. I should make the game... I should, like, finish all of the content that I can think of, like, that's text. That'd be good. Oh, wait. I should do this here. Okay, so these two are the same thing. Jerky. Oh. There we go. I do think it'd be better to have the logo moved down a smidge. Maybe I just do that here. And then I can just have a straight pixel for no reason. There we go. A little bit better. Okay, so these two have the save it. Is this... I've literally forgotten how jerky is spelled. Did I spell it wrong everywhere else? Hang on. I think I've just forgotten how to spell. Yeah, there's no... It's Y, not EY. It's misspelled everywhere. It's misspelled everywhere. Well, I've done worse things. Okay, make this unique. Okay, make unique, save as. So, any advice on how to reach my level with all these programs? I guess just start making things. Yeah, because I learned everything that I know from just doing projects. In my free time, I guess. Yeah, let's see. Jerky 3. Okay, and that means both of these. I can't actually read because I turned off my light. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna turn on my light so I can see. Because I found even if I don't look at my keyboard directly, I kind of need it like in my periphery. Or like need to be able to see the letters in my periphery to know where to do things. Especially with the keyboard shortcuts. Because I don't have my hands on the home row all the time for things like saving. Okay, I think three textures here would be fine. Let's go to visuals 11.7 textures. Food. Drinks. All of these are done then. So yeah, we're getting closer. Small bags. So I want onions, cheese. I'm going to say these 3. And Kid Kibble will basically be a riff on Puppy Chow. I think this is in Decor 11.7 food. Let's see, where is that small bag? Probably an S for small bag. I thought. Oh, it's called Circus Peanuts still. Did I? Hang on. I think all my layer styles keep changing. This one's supposed to be 1. I know that much at least. Yeah, why do they always change? I don't get it. Yeah, so many of these changed. Creed is like my enemy here. Yeah, because peach rings and beach rings, they have that. Okay. Now we do have Kid Kibble. So let's look up Puppy Chow. Snack for humans. It's not, it's it's this. Oh, Muddy Buddies is the other name for it. Because it's like chocolate, some sort of Chex cereal, peanut butter, and powdered sugar, excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna make that then. I think we want a maybe yellow color. Like that. So I want brown. A great idea. All of my techniques that I've learned over my 1,000 years of making textures tells me that I should have the colors not messed up as I'm drawing. How do we organize this? Kid Kibble. This seems about the best I can do. Okay, that seems good. Oh, wait, no. Use the stroke but good style, so that way. I like 3 pixels. Okay, so then it's almost kind of a pink color in some of these. Yeah, I'd say almost like this color. I think basically I would dust these with whatever I dust them with. Powdered sugar. Do some layers of I'd say a darker brown tan color almost. Is this gonna make any sense? I think I need also some like guess not that color. What else would we do? Yeah, I don't care for this pink that I've chosen here. What if we did no. That doesn't make any sense. I don't like that. Yeah, how do we... I think we make it more brown in the shade. Okay, I think I know what to do. Thank you, Krita, for not selecting the thing. So we make it more brown in the shadows. Have that there, perfect. That still doesn't quite look right. Ah, well. I'm beginning to realize I don't need to, like, do a lot with these. I kind of tend to overthink them. I'm just going to make this a little bit further out. There we go. I think what I could do is just get this color, make it a little bit lighter, like that. Boom. Do the same thing here. Okay. Boom. Okay. And then we need cheese balls. Probably an orange color. Actually, I'm gonna say that color. And then, what if it's just cheese ball? I think that'd be good. Think about there. Because if I get these done, then they'll be done, and that'll be great. Cheese ball. With its numerous orbs of cheese. No, we need a more saturated, I think, this like nuclear yellow. There we are. That feels fine. Actually, I'm going to merge this with this, and then we're going to have a layer style for both of these. I'm going to say a brown color. Like there. There we go. And then I'm going to have a little bit of probably a yellow swirl like that. Extremely powerful cheese ball. What if we had some like bright yellow? There we are. Extremely powerful cheese ball. Okay. I wonder, are they allowed to have a different color for the nutrition facts? I don't know if I've ever seen that. But okay. There's our beautiful ingredients, nutrition facts. And actually, let's get a yellow texture, or yellow right there. There we go. So that's the very powerful cheese ball. And then last but not least, we need onions. Onions. Close. Oh yeah, it's like the whole process to close other tabs. Okay, so I think a yellow onion. Yeah, I think a yellow onion would be good here. I need a yellow onion with stem. Yeah, this will be fine. Okay. So it's a sort of coppery tone right about here, I'd say. So it kind of goes like that, and then it comes back in, and then it does this. And I think we'd go like this for the sheen on the outside, and it'd be like that. Yeah, not bad. Okay. It looks like we'd go further up this way, and then it would turn green at some point. I'd say, like... It's a little too dark. Yeah, that seems fine. A little cartoony, but that's okay. I want, that feels okay. Splash a kind of color there. Okay. Onions for munchin'. That's what they'll be called. Can I get a text here? So what would this look like? That seems fine. For munchin'. There we go. And then I'm going to put here ingredients. Big message here. Let's see. I was thinking of creating my own game. And an engine and how to program. I was planning to create a fighting game once I knew how to use that. What do you think? I think a fighting game would be fun. I think. There's no harm in trying at least. Okay. So now I got all 3 of my cool snacks. Okay, decor. So now we save them into here. Bag, cheese, ball. Bag, kid, kibble. Okay. See, I'm pretty sure bag small here. Oh, wait. Wrong bag small? What does this have? Oh, box small. Bag small is what I need. Okay. Wrong thing. Is it bag this one? Okay, this is what I need. Paste this. Paste that. There we go. Took me a few tries. Bag, cheese, ball. My music died again. Hasn't been that long since I checked it, has it? Yeah, barely an hour. Okay, 11-7 food. And yeah, I'll need to fix these. Some multi-mesh bag this. Which bag does this belong to? Bag that. Bag that. Okay, this one, I'm just going to make the same thing. Okay, make unique. Okay. So probably one of these bags somewhere in here. No, okay, that's the circus peanuts. So which one of these has those? Maybe this one? Okay, yeah, this one. Oh, wait, I forgot to save the bag, though. Okay. Save as. Bag. Kid kibble. Okay. And then hopefully this one has the bag. This one, great. Save as, bag onions. Okay. Let's rotate these a little bit randomly, like that. And then move them a little bit randomly. No, not like that. Maybe this way. Randomizing their rotation is fine. So I already have a story planned and how the characters go. So question. Do you do the design in Krita and then import it into Godot? Yeah, I draw things in Krita and then first, like sprites and things. For 3D, I use Blender. And then I make levels and things. Okay, so we got those. So the last thing I need, I'm probably going to do... How many flavors of chips? I'm going to say like 3 flavors of chips. Complete, complete, complete. Could ship the rest of those. So I want potato chips. Barbecue chips. oat-flavored potato chips. Okay. So that means I should probably get these bags to be collections then. Hang on. Are these not... Are these collections? Hang on. What are these? Yeah, okay, okay, I see. So these can all do that. And then they're all bags of chips. And then hopefully that means that now I can go to chip bag. Somewhere in here. Food, probably. I'm tired of having reverse alphabetical order. You know what? I want as well, yeah, that seems better. In fact, I kind of want that on this side as well. Well, I don't want to bother. Wait, why is that there? There we go. Is that anything? Buying a laptop in the distant future. Ah, that'd be nice. Actually, let's rotate this. Oh, wait, let's do center. Actually, do I want... I think what I want is, here to be square. Yeah, if I did individual origins, there we go. Let's see. So this will be the bulk of it, I think. And that means... What does this mean exactly? Well, I think this is about right. Yeah, I think that's about fine. Okay, so I'll just have to remember this is the bulk of this stuff. Well, I know what to do. There we go. There we go. Now all I need to do is figure out which one of these is which. Okay, this is the front of the bag. And the back, and the Top and bottom are okay, and these are all fine because I don't particularly have feelings about them. Okay, good. Oh wait, hang on. Let's actually commit this. So commit jerky and small bags finished. And that way we have that as a backup in case I get struck by lightning and my computer blows up. So let's see here. Bag chips. Decor, food. Okay, so chips 1. I'm going to say these will all be the same brand of chips. And so most of the logo should be here. Let's do, I'd say a light blue for our potato chips. That seems good enough. Chippo. Ooh. I just thought of a fun brand name. Chippo. I want to make this a bit nicer looking. Alright, there we go. That's a brand name. I wish when I clicked things it would just like work. There we go. Chippo Classic. What's the color of a potato chip? Probably a beige color, I'd imagine. That seems about right. And then there'd be a slight dark edge. Like Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh. There we go. Because you know, when you get a potato chip, occasionally it has like the little bits like that. I'm thinking this. Need a little bit more color than that. Boom, there we go. Classic chips. That's what chips look like. No, I need to look at a potato chip. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I see. First of all, make this lighter, but more red. Something like this. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then we'd probably need just some random diffusion of this color in here. It feels better. Okay, and then we need some sort of branding on the back. I have a great idea. Put this close to the side like that. Our smallest bag yet, strangely. I think because the UVs are so bad on this. So you're thinking, working and maintaining the game engine software must be good too. Yeah, it's important work. But okay, who is the chippo? What does the chippo look like? So we got our hippo here. I should probably look at what a hippo looks like. So yeah, the most distinctive feature is that part of their face, the big snout and the weird shape of it. Yeah, see, first of all, their eyes kind of go like this. We need like a gray color, I think. Maybe yeah, gray like that. That's fine. There's the chippo. Yeah, that looks good. I think I can just merge these into one. Actually, I like that more than whatever I have going on here. Actually, put that back. Put this there. Okay. Okay, this seems okay. I'm just gonna move this up a little bit. Then they'll have some sort of blah 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 text about the chippo. Little text or little thing there. There we go. Let's see if that even looks good. Alright, first of all, grunge, of course. Let's see. Is it very difficult? Let's see. Do the green. A game engine can be quite difficult depending on what you want to do with it. To do. A small engine is pretty feasible. Noise, there we go. Adjust by... Actually, I'm curious, what would happen if I did random noise? But at this opacity, and then I do the oil paint. No, that does exactly the opposite of what I want. I wanted it to kind of blur together, but that's not what the oil paint does. It's just that when it does this, it makes it more sensible. There we go. So this will go into food. And I'm thinking barbecue. Hmm. Okay. Wrong thing. There we go. Let's see, and I want, this... No. Okay. Just hue shift these, and then do a little bit of this. No. More like this color. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then we do a classic, like... something like that. No. A dark orange. There we go. And perhaps with some sort of, splash of color here. That seems impossible to read. If we did like that. There we go. Chips 3. Actually, for these ones, I want some sort of pallid color, because these are going to be oatmeal flavored chips. Let's make his outline a bit more, let's see, this iconic hippo. There we go. Oh wait, we don't even have a barcode on these bags. Ah well. Have I ever thought about going to Japan? I'd like to at least visit. I've never put much thought into living there. Yeah, it could be interesting. Okay, chippo. So now we got oatmeal flavored. Actually, what if I did the 2-story A here? That's fun. No, wait, that's a bit too big, though. Oat flavor. Yeah. Let's just call it oat. And you know what? I can't abide by not having a barcode, so I'm going to put a barcode. How else will people know that there's a barcode there? Okay, there we go. I will copy this to the other ones. And then I'll change these. Fair enough. And then here. There we go. Okay. So now we got everything we need. Okay. So who owns the chips? Yep. Okay, so this one goes to food. There we go. Oh, I see. I need to go back into here. Because, yeah, we also need to, like, move all of these down a little bit. So, wait, those go there. And then also randomize transforms ever so slightly. Okay. There we go. So this one, let's do a unique. Chips 2. I can't believe we're almost done. Well, with the food at least. Okay, chips 3. Oh wait, no. Then we add that. There we go. So who else? Okay, this one, give just the regular one. This one, give the barbecue. There we go. And then the player can eventually see these elsewhere. Because yeah, I'll reuse a lot of these as like generic clutter items. Yeah, you can definitely tell that I designed some of these on different days. Or like how effortful I was feeling. I think the marshmallow jerky needs a bit more. Hang on. Basically what I want here is add some pink or something right there. Why does it not register the Alt key sometimes? I don't know. I can't get too mad about it. Okay. Boom, marshmallow jerky. There we go. Boom. Don't need any chips. Don't need any of this. Don't need any of that. For now. There we go. Now it matches the style of these ones. Okay, get some of these. How are these doing? Why are these bags actually, hang on. I don't think these are composed properly. Oh, wait. Okay, I see. Wait, no, I don't see. Why would these not be... Okay, I see. This thing is supposed to be a compose, but it's called empty, because I was dumb. Okay, empty, 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 empty. Not that, this. So do these have... Okay, so those have that. Empty, counter, compose. And that should give us a little bit more. And also there should be like a, all of these individually should be parented to one of these. And that way that has that. Okay, there we go. So is that my goal for today? All the bags? I think that... Or all the food? But okay, let's get some random bags. Where would they be? They would be under, actually, 11.7, because they're one of the... They're this stuff. Like, I think Kid Kibble. That's a good one. No, wait, no, not licorice. That's not a thing there. I should not have named them so inconsistently, but that's okay. Oh, this is just one thing. What would it be then? Oh, maybe it's my pebbles. I've been wondering when I can use this, finally. Okay, last but not least, some sort of other food. See, cookies. This is making me hungry. I think worm. Well, what is the other... I guess licorice could be one of them. Okay. Yeah, so now we have a decent distribution of those. I like the concept of marshmallow jerky. But okay. Oh yeah, we also need our hook to have, what, metal DS? Maurice. Okay, those got their own thing. Do these have their own thing? Okay, this one, though. Look at that. And then here, cookies. Pizza? Oh, wait, no. What was it? Small? No. No, I think it was small box. Hang on, what the heck did I call those? I'm just realizing there was all sorts of bars. Was it under burger? I don't know. Hang on. Go back to mini burgers. Where the heck are the mini burgers? I know how to solve this. Go to here. Who is responsible for you? Products. Oh, that's the wrong one. You need to go down. Okay, thank you, Godot, for your interesting input here. What am I missing? How am I... Oh, because it's a box medium. Okay. And it's called pastries. Okay, okay. That makes sense. We can't put the mini pizzas down here because they're the wrong size of box. Okay, well that's fine with me. I'll just put some other thing, like this one. That one's a pretty easy one. Uncontroversial, I suspect. And then... what other small object do we have? Maybe one of these licorice? Yeah, good enough. Okay. So that's all the food textures except for this. So what I'm going to do is just do that. And then I'm going to probably call that done because I'm starving now. I kind of want this to be its own thing. Wow, that really is fucked up. Hang on. That's not quite what I want. I think I made it worse by doing that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to not do that, and I'm just going to ignore the problem. Because basically, what I think I'd really want is for these sides to be larger. I don't care, actually. Just export the dang thing. This is our hot dog condiments. And we're going to have, like, one side be our output. Let's see, probably, like... Okay, so this is the front of the object. This is the back. Don't need... Well, we could use that. I should also think some of these I could make larger because they are, like, significantly... They just take up more space, physically. So the texture should probably be bigger. But oh well. Where is hot dog condiments? Probably under H. Which should be around G. It should be in the neighborhood of G. I don't see it, though. Where did I export this? Did I put it in the wrong place? I think, oh, I see. I put it in, I did put it in the wrong place. But okay, I'm glad that I finally got, like, I think it's just, I had to get faster at making these. More of an assembly line style of just get all the UVs banged out and then get all the textures for a particular shape banged out. Yeah, my streams have been going long, so I'm going to be happy if we actually go less than 4 hours today. Where the hell is it, though? There we go. It didn't work properly because I have to select everything and then do that. And then we go up to here and then export. Okay. Oh, wait. Project, environment, decor, 11.7, food. Hot dog, condiments. What am I going to do with an extra, like all that extra stuff? I'm not going to do anything. I don't care. Okay. Because what we're going to have ketchup. And then I'm going to have mustard, as you might imagine. And this will be like that. Then we're going to have grunge. Oil paint. That looks good. Okay, so one of these was the front, one of these was the back. It's going to be like, it'll be awesome. Because basically we take this, we put gray here. Then we'd have like, I don't know, darker gray at the top. Because what it's going to be is some kind of spout-like device. Then we're going to have lighter toward the bottom to indicate a shape. And we need a little bit more here. Actually, I think here... There we go. And then we'd have, I'm going to say, an almost black, like, spout thing here. Okay, does that seem... That seems as it is. I kind of want a gradient here, or maybe like this color, where it's like going a little bit darker. Okay, that seems fine. And also, let's get a gray that I'll put right up here. We don't even need that to be... Like, we can just have this as, like, our common texture colors. And I feel like it should also have a little bit of a texture on this side, but I'm not going to bother, really. Maybe what I'll do is have a little bit of chipping on the thing. So it's like... I think a similar value to the yellow would make sense here. And this way, there's a little bit of, like, some sort of contour at these corners, so it's not so bland. Probably a little bit like that. Okay. And actually, the mustard should have, we need to have both of these on top of this paint layer. What the heck did I just delete? I guess, this one. Boom. Oh, actually, I was supposed to do both of those. I didn't even realize I could delete two things, or two layers at once. So boom. Okay. And then also here, delete everything associated with that. Okay. Because now what I can do is I can have the mustard have a bit of yellow right about here. Boom, like that. And then the ketchup can have a similar thing, where we have some old ketchup right about that color, I'd say. Put that there with some droplets around. Okay. And I think we don't even need to do anything else. Oh wait, maybe we need a little bit of some detail on this ketchup. Some sort of just extra, like, detail like this. So that way there's just something at these corners to make it a little bit more interesting. Actually, make it this color. So that way it's like a little bit, there we go. Not so regular, but just a little bit of, like, something. Just make it not so boring. And hopefully nobody will notice if I do the mustard differently, because I can't be bothered to actually go back and, like, make both of them consistent. Well, no, I can be. This is literally the last texture of the day. I can spend a little bit of extra time on it. Can I? Okay, so this is going to be ketchup. Yeah, I don't like that color, so what I'm going to do... do, like, what's this color? No, way too dark. Good enough. Oh wait, hang on. I have to hide the ketchup, and then we can export. Okay. Last but not least. I'm gonna call this plenty good enough. Look at that. They look like containers, they look like boxes, they have dimension, they have physical presence in the world. It kind of vaguely approximates three-dimensional shapes. Wonderful. Now all I need to do is do that for the rest of the place, and like the the like 12 other houses that we got. What is it? 1, 2, 3. I've counted before. 7 houses, the church. And then, oh wait, no, more than 7 houses. Ah, well, I got a lot of time. Okay, phew. All of the food is done. How wonderful. Oh yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to be ending soon. Ah, okay. So yeah, the next things to do. I'll do... Oh wait, actually, let's get the last of these metal things done. So that way it can be truly, well and truly completed in those regards. Metal. Perfect, good enough. Now the game rentals stand out for being so low effort. Yeah, I think what I've learned from this is that I can put less effort into this. Oh, also I do need collisions for my bags, but that's okay. I do like feeling the three-dimensionalness of them. This feels good, actually. Yeah, I don't know. There is something satisfying about that. Like that they're three-dimensional objects that actually exist in space and have depth and stuff. They're not an illusion. There really are a billion beer bottles. Okay. Yeah. So, I think next time... Well, actually, I think next time I'm going to bang out these and the bathroom in a day, I think. Alright. I'm very excited to be done with all of this. Actually, let's make sure that re-imports properly. Wonderful. Oh wait, we should also complete our things. Completed, completed, completed. Lower priority. Oh, we don't have the personal pizzas. Okay, we're not done with food yet. We do have these. We do have that. Oh, man. My work is never finished. I'm starving. I'll do this off stream. You know, I'll probably do the bathroom off stream or something or other. One of the other things off stream. And then we'll do some textures on stream. Cuz I'm done. So texture mines. Almost done with food. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna call that a day. But thank you for stopping by. I haven't streamed much this week because I was working on 2 different weekly videos. And then, well, my other weekly video, the weekly video I actually wound up making summarizes it. But basically, for both cases, I forgot what I was talking about. Like, literally, I did something like a year ago, and I just forgot the details, but then I wrote the script anyway. So when I went to get footage and reviewed it and realized that I had forgotten what I had actually done, I was too dumb. And then I'd have to redo the whole thing, so I was like, I don't want to bother. But that took up both stream slots. But okay, that's it for today. See you Sunday for more At the Ends of Eras.